Last time on Layton Brothers Mystery Room.
Is it... Did Gloria do it? I think that's what they might be playing. Hey, it's a good twist, holy crap!
Yeah.
Oh, god damn.
And now back to breaking people's hearts. Literally. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to some more Layton Brothers Mystery Room. The last time we left off, we finished the third case, and it was really, really good. And, now we're gonna get back into the, full game. Also, in case you're wondering, why does it say I have 4 cases complete? Because the prologue is counted as a case, even though it's like 2 minutes long. But now we're on to file number 4, which is the walking corpse. So that sounds, interesting.
Yeah, mind if I barge in on ya?
Hello, Justin. Is it that time already?
Oh, is he the cleaner? Yeah. Like that.
Nah, I ain't come to do the clean just yet. I got a funny story you might be interested in, that's all.
Oh, what's that then?
The walking corpse, I call it. You believe in that sort of thing?
Don't be daft, Dustin. A corpse is a corpse, dead as a doornail, and no better at walking than one.
You reckon? Well, me big brother seen one with his own eyes. And what's more, he was possessed, being controlled by a demon.
Intriguing indeed, Dustin. Tell us more.
Aye, now we got me hooked on this tale now. Come on, let's hear it.
Thought you might say that. I got the whole thing written down here in this file. I've no doubt you two will figure out what's what with it.
Don't you worry, Dustin. Every puzzle has an answer, they say, and the professor always finds it.
Do you say every puzzle has an answer? This reminds me of a puzzle. That's supposed to be Professor Layton, not you. This is what happens to give him the same voice.
Good to hear. And if you can out my brother while you're at it, that'd be diamond.
Your brother, Dustin. How's he involved?
Oh, a fascinating case. I don't know why I said in that voice. That's how the professor described it, but fascinating weren't the word, more like plain frightening. We're deep in South African jungle in a tiny cliff top. Actually, that would have been one like, a most fascinating case. The victim were an archaeologist. He had an axe planted in his brow. Ow. There were four suspects. What? Well, 4 human ones and something else.
Nearby villagers were saying it was the work of a demon. But demons don't exist. I was sure of that. Once we finished working on this case, though, I was a bit wiser. Demons do exist. Oh, aye.
The walking corpse. You're like, man, we really want to call this The Walking Dead, but it's trademarked. I see. Dustin did a good job on talking us into this one, didn't he?
What do you mean?
Let me explain the case a bit. A small group of archaeologists were carrying out a dig in an ancient site in the South American jungle. Oh no, it was my father part of it. He's an archaeologist after all. The day after they commenced work, the body of the group's leader, a Dr. Archaeology, was discovered. Archaeology? Oh my god. Oh my god. Archaeology. Oh, no.
Matter, is it?
Well, this is what we know. The song is creepy. Ologi and his crew had made what was thought to be a very significant discovery. A curious stone idol.
What a creepy little chap.
Back at the hotel, the team asked the proprietor if he had a safe place where they could store their finds. He recommended a small hut at the top of a nearby cliff.
Oh, aye. Cliff tops provide natural defenses, don't they? I remember that from second-year geography.
That evening, a local who had been helping out on the dig presented the team with some homemade liquor. Oh god, 2 years of geography? Oh, I can't imagine that. Keen to celebrate their great find, Ologi and another member of the crew started drinking. It was the middle of the night that things started to go wrong. The phone rang at the front desk of the hotel with a call from the hut. It was Ologi's on the line screaming, "It's a demon! It's going to kill me! Help!" The proprietor rushed over to the hut, but the door was locked. Apparently it's a special lock that has only 1 key, which is impossible to duplicate. Sorry, I can't say that word in this voice. The proprietor, a man by the name of Micah Sazukasa. I don't know what the pun is there. Had no choice but to break the door down.
You must be a burly fellow then.
Yes, but the scene that confronted him inside the hut would have made even the toughest of men wince.
What were in there, Professor?
Ologi's dead body, the skull that killed him, still lodged in the skull, and that's where that teen rating came from.
Nasty.
An even more unbelievable turn of events followed. Logi's lifeless corpse got up and lunged to attack.
Give over.
There were 2 witnesses despite the despite the apparent impossibility of the incident.
I've got chills running down my spine now.
The ensuing investigation revealed another interesting fact. The stone idol the team had found on the dig had completely vanished from the scene. Apparently, it was possessed by a demon.
Come on, Professor. You don't really believe it was the work of a demon, do you?
That's what was rumored to be the case among the locals in the area.
Don't you think maybe we should leave well alone in this case, Professor?
We can't. The local police are detaining one of the archaeologists who was asleep outside the hut.
There you go, you see? It was no demon, it was a human, I knew it.
Well, that archaeologist is Dustin's brother. Oh, crap.
What, our Dustin, who dropped off all them papers before?
Yes, our Dustin, the cleaner. It looks like the only way to help his brother is to identify the true culprit.
In that case, let's get stuck in.
My thoughts exactly, so let's consider the possibilities. There are 4 suspects. The first, as we've already said, is Dustin's brother, Doug Scowers. I don't know what the pun there is either. On the night of the murder, he and Logi were drinking together alone. Unfortunately, they got drunk and now Scowers can't remember what happened.
If he weren't Dustin's brother, I'd be more than a little suspicious of that.
Well, Lucy, he's still a suspect. We can't rule out the possibility that he's guilty. The next suspect is the owner of the hotel, Micah Sasukaza. That's a hard name to say.
Oh, why? He's the fellow that recommended they use the hut in the first place, eh?
That's suspicious. Then we have a local by the name of Chico Carita, who lives in a village near the site of the dig. He was working with the team as their guide. He was also the person who gave the liquor to Ologi and Scowers.
That's a bit fishy.
Finally, there's Mariana Atista, a young woman who works at Sasukaza's hotel. I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be her. She's the one who heard Ologi's dying screams over the phone.
That don't much look like a murder, I must say.
And that's all our suspects. There are a number of very peculiar things about this case, but the biggest mystery is how the murder took place.
Aye, because when Sasukaza got to the hut, the door was still locked shut from the inside, wasn't it?
Yes, and the only window in the hut is barred, making it impossible for anyone to get in or out that way.
So where did the killer disappear to then?
Where indeed. Those are the details as we have so far. With so little information to go on, I'm sure you'll find it hard to guess who the culprit is. But still, what's your gut feeling, Lucy?
Always start with gut feeling, eh, Professor?
Absolutely.
Right, well, I can't say this case isn't giving the willies, but I'll give it my best bash.
Who do you think the killer is? I don't think it's him. I think it's him, but I don't think it's him, if that makes any sense. I want to say it's this person, but I'm always wrong, so let's go with the person who I don't think it is.
As far as I can make out, the killer must have been that Carita lad.
Very good, Lucy. Oh! Cool, okay, I guess I get the game now. We're in complete agreement.
I knew I was on the right fellow.
Yes, let's see, Oh, that's a nice rating. 95.1% sure. I'd very much like to interview Mr. Carita in person. Wonder where we can find him.
Might take a while to track him down, all of them living in the middle of the jungle, eh? I'll just bob out and see what I can do, alright?
Love this song.
Professor, we're dead lucky. Carita's right here in town. It just so happens he's doing a spot of sightseeing.
Uncannily convenient, but still, let's not waste the chance to call him in then.
Already done. He's on his way now.
Good. Let's quickly go over what we know about him before the man arrives.
Well, he's an expert on the ancient science, speaks some English, so you're a good choice as a guide.
Yes, it seems English speakers are in short supply in the village where he comes from.
Yeah? Did you know this, Professor? Looks like Carita and the Atista lass are engaged to be married. They do make a champion couple, they do.
Yes, they seem like a good match, except I don't know what I'm talking about.
Jamie's our prime suspect, eh?
If one of them's evil, the other one's probably evil too. No, probably not. And here he is, look. But then again, I feel like every other couple in the game they've both been evil. But right, let's get to the truth.
What's the truth?
Oh God. Hello, you must be Mr. Chico Carita, are you?
Hola, you can call me Chico.
It doesn't really fit with how he looks, but it's like the best Spanish voice I can do. I'm Authentic Layton. I'm an analytical investigator. Sorry, I'm so used to saying analytical psychology. Feel free to call me Al if that's easier for you. Watch the East Turning series if you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm Lucy, I'm the professor's assistant.
It's nice to meet you, Al and Lucy. That really doesn't fit him.
It's nice to meet you, Al and Lucy.
Yeah, okay, we'll go for that. So you've come over to do some sightseeing.
Mariana, she tell it to me that I come here. It's very nice. Oh, we're very sorry to call you in like this and mess up your holiday.
What is that?
It's no problema. Eh? What's with the mask? It's my happy face. Crikey, makes him sound different.
What?
Oh, makes him sound different and all with that thing on. Hey, amigos, you want a gift? I buy these cookies just before. It's for you. Oh, thanks very much. Very kind of you. Isn't no mashing? It's tea, not bickies. See? It's right here on the box in massive letters.
Oh, he can't read. That's a good point.
Oh no, I made a mistake. Another mask. How many of them things you got?
Am I correct in thinking, Mr. Kurita, that while your spoken English is excellent, you can't read or write it? That's important to know.
I speak. It's good, no? I understand you. You understand me, see? Aye, it's wonderful. There's not to get excited about.
So let's get down to business, shall we? We're investigating the murder of Dr. Archaeology. Sorry, it's hard to say, as I'm sure you're aware. We would very much appreciate your assistance in the matter, Mr. Kurita. Would you be willing to help?
Si, I help you, muchos.
Excellent. So let's start by examining the corpse and the murder weapon, shall we?
Aye, the walking corpse. That's the real mystery here.
And there's the hot door to consider, of course. Somehow, the victim was killed in a room locked from within.
He's not the work of humans. He's the work of Diablo. Keep your scare ideas yourself, please, Mr. Kurita.
Fascinating theory.
Oh, come on, Professor.
Right, well then, let's start our investigation of the scene. Alright, what do we gotta clear up? Oh, a lot of stuff, alright. Murder weapon, corpse, locked from inside. So where do you want to start? Murder weapon's a good place to start. I explained all this already, but just in case I wasn't clear, I want you to find the murder weapon.
See, of course you find the killing weapon of all things. See. I know that.
Start investigating. Oh, is it the axe in his head? I'm gonna bet that's probably what it is.
Well, it's this axe here. That's your murder weapon. It's very easy to see, no?
Indeed, after all, it's still lodged in the man's skull.
Alright. Pardon me for saying the obvious. You know, I see this axe before somewhere. See, somewhere near the hut.
Perhaps the killer picked up the axe from nearby. See if you can figure out where it might have come from, Lucy. He didn't say in this place, so I'm gonna bet it's outside. Can I go outside? No. Not here? Oh, he was chopping wood. I see.
What's an axe used for, eh? Splitting wood, of course, not spitting.
Yes, an axe wouldn't have been out of place here.
See, it's here where axe was before. I am many times cutting the wood with Mariana. She's talking to me. So the killer must have grabbed the axe from here before heading in the hut then, eh? See, it's like that.
So anybody would have had access to this axe then?
See, of course. Everyone working in this place must take their turns to cut up the wood. Doesn't tell us a fat lot then, does it?
No, perhaps not. Okay, let's turn our attention to something else then. Axe. We'll examine the corpse. Now let's examine the body.
The body that moved even though we're dead, you mean? It's Diablo who killed this man. It's the Diablo who make dead man walking. No, I still can't believe it.
Let's see what our investigation uncovers. Come on, Lucy, examine the body. Hurry up! Do it!
Okay, Professor, chill out.
No, I'm back.
God dang it. I haven't even done anything yet. We are not even confronting the killer. Why are you here already?
Just because I want to be. Is there a problem with me? Do you not like me?
No, I don't like you.
Oh. Sorry, I'll go away.
Turns out he's a real pushover, actually. Well, this is it. The walking corpse.
Yes, a grim sight. The axe still lodged in his skull, and rather deeply at that.
Yeah.
I forgot that. You don't pronounce the J.
He's dead very quick this way, no? See, I think so. It's no laughing matter, Mr. Kurita.
The question is not... No, the question is, did the corpse really move or not? Is there any evidence to suggest that it did? the blood stain, right? The fact that he moved so much? I think. Yeah, it's taking an elongated shape.
And there's this blood stain here, look. It's like the body was dragged across the floor, or dragged itself.
Certainly hard to deny that the body did indeed move from this chair after the death occurred. Now we must ascertain whether it moved by itself or whether somebody moved it.
It's the Diablo who moves the dead Signor. He's punishment of the gods. Dead folk can't move about. That'd be too frightening to contemplate.
There's no point wildly speculating about what happened. Let's simply continue our investigation. Lunge forward. Alright, locked from the inside. When the hotel proprietor and Miss Atista came running to the hut, they found the door locked. Yet when Mr. Sakukaza broke the door down and went inside, the killer was nowhere to be seen.
How did he or she pull that one off then, eh?
Maybe it passes through walls?
Or it makes itself minuscule and squeezes through the bars of the window. That's rather forward ideas, thank you, Mr. Karita. Looking for something actually based in reality, I think. Is the Diablo the killer? He's not worried about the reality.
Let's take the possibilities one by one. We'll start by examining the window. Shall we, Lucy?
I don't know, shall we?
Yes. That's why I asked. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, well, I didn't even realize I could move it. That was that was an accident, actually, but okay. Good to know. Cover in iron bars and make entry, well, it doesn't matter.
There's just the one window in the hut with these iron bars on it.
No, there's no way someone could have gotten through here.
But if you're Diablo and you make yourself like a minuscule stone figure, then it's possible, see?
No, it was a human who committed this heinous crime, but I agree, he did have the devil in his heart. So next, we must examine the door. Perhaps there's a trick that allows it to be opened without the key.
Right you are, Professor. Let's have a look.
Examine the door? Yep. Resume investigations. Door.
It's a tough-looking door, this.
There's something rather odd about this door.
Oh, what's that, Professor?
Never mind for now. Looks like the door is definitely locked. There can be no question of that.
Could there have been a duplicate key, though? Is a very special lock. It's not possible to make the duplicate key. Signor Sakukaza, he always telling us it is so. It's something he is very proud of.
And the one and only key was found inside the hut.
I think we best take a look at that key, don't you?
Good idea. Do you think you can find the key to the hut, Lucy, while it's on the body?
Leave it to me, Professor.
I remember that. I'm not a goldfish game. I'm not a goldfish. Stop treating me like one. Here's the hut key.
Oh yeah, Professor. I found it. The key to the hut.
In the victim's pocket, wasn't? Very interesting.
I suppose the killer could have got the key back in Olaudi's pocket from outside after locking up. See, if the killer is Diablo, yeah. What's up, Professor?
Something that caught my eye when we examined the door before. There's something so peculiar about it.
Peculiar? What?
There's something about the hut door that's quite different from other doors. See if you can spot it. Okay, back to the door. Find what's unusual about the door. Let's zoom in. Hinges? Oh, one of the screws is missing.
Hey, Professor, there's a screw missing from one of the hinges here.
And that's not the only peculiarity. The hinges themselves are unusual. Sorry, that sounded really weird with his voice, but I do know how to say that word. That's what's been making it stand out to me.
Really? What's funny about them?
It's normal to fit the hinges on the inside of a door. Think about a normal house. If the hinges were fitted on the outside, it wouldn't cause problems, would it? It would cause problems. You can see why, presumably. Anyone could just take the door down. The door could be removed.
Someone on the outside of the door could have opened it by removing the hinges.
Exactly. No matter how unusual the lock is, simply by removing the hinges, anyone could get in with ease.
So what you're saying is,
the hut wasn't necessarily the impenetrable fortress we've been led to believe it was.
So he cracked it. I don't realize is something like this possible. Incredible.
It's a little too soon for celebrations, Lucy. We do need some evidence that the door was really removed in that way. Look for the missing screw. That will likely tell us something.
No problem, Professor.
Well, if they open the door this way, it would have to be somewhere. Oh, it's beside him, isn't it? I can see it right there. Yep, there it is.
Here's that screw, Professor.
So it's around here as we suspected. Good work, Lucy. But it's rather more grimy than I had expected. Perhaps
what?
Never mind. Let's have forensics check it out for us.
I'll get over to them straight away.
Good. We'll continue investigating the scene while we await the results.
We're still not close to figuring out how the corpse went walking though, are we?
No, and that tantalizing mystery would seem to be the key to this whole incident.
It's proof that the Diablo, it is coming here for us. Give over. It's no such thing.
Still, we have gleaned some very important information.
And hinges. I can't wait for forensics to get back with us with their report. I think you are wrong. Because it's the Diablo who made this man dead. No, it weren't. It was a human that's done this, like you or I.
Why don't we consider the motive for the crime while we're waiting for forensics to get back to us?
The motive?
Yes, there's a very obvious reason for this murder.
Okay, let me figure it out then. Let's see now. The motive.
The motive? There's a reason why Mr. Ologi had to die. The crime had a motive. A motive. That's okay. You don't need to give me your whole life spiel before you start looking for it. It's these open crates, right? He was looking for whatever was in here. Probably this, considering it's the one that was, like, fully removed.
This crate here is empty. The killer must have stolen whatever was inside.
And what do you think was inside that crate? Probably the statue that went missing? What exposes crate C's contents? Is it, like, here, maybe? No. This table. Written notes? Oh, here we go. Stone idol, crate C.
Yeah, with a stone idol in there. That's what were in the crate.
In other words, Ologi was murdered so the killer could steal the stone idol.
No, is not right this what you say. The Diablo is in the stone figure. It breaks out from the crate itself, and then it kills Signor Archie. Because the Signor, he trespasses in the ancient place. For this, he is punished by the gods. That thing was made of stone. It couldn't move on its own, you chump. No, the stone Diablo, it kills the Signor. See, Signor Archie, his life taken by the stone figure. There's no talking to some folk, is there?
Alright, I was intending to wait until the report came back from forensics, but maybe we'll do things differently. I think it's time to demonstrate that the killer in this case was very definitely human. Over to you, Lucy. I love that pose he does. It's one of my favorite sprites of his. The killer is... We're just gonna trade... Oh! What? But what? The perpetrator of this crime, who killed archaeology and stole the stone idol, could not have been a demon. No, the killer is human, but a human that possesses the heart of a demon.
Yeah. It's no possible. The killer cannot be human. It's making no sense. It's impossible. This Signor, he must be killed by the Diablo. It's the only way. And that's getting more and more worked up, Professor. He's cracking.
He's certainly determined to make us believe it was the work of a demon.
It's not what I want you to believe. It's what you must believe, because it's the truth. The stone figure with the Diablo inside. It breaks out from this wooden box. It kills Signor Archie, and it escapes through the window. Even Signor Archie says it's a Diablo, no? He shouts in the telephone. Aye, that is what Miss Atista said in her statement as it happens.
I think you'll find that cry was the killer impersonating Dr. Ologi. A simple examination of the intercom by the door will make that immediately clear. Lucy, would you?
This intercom here, Professor, is the only way to contact the front desk from within the hut, eh?
Yes, and if Dr. Ologi indeed screamed for help on this intercom, something would be very amiss. Do you know what that is? Oh, the prints have been wiped off. Why would they be wiped off? He'd be dead. Boom!
It's because the fingerprints have been wiped off, isn't it, eh? Ologi would hardly have wiped off his own prints if he were in the middle of being attacked by a demon.
And surely no demon would be concerned with wiping its victim's fingerprints away.
I see nothing. Now it's pretty plain to see. The scream down the intercom with the killer impersonating Dr. Ologi. Whoever it was knew he wouldn't be found on account of the poor sound quality.
That's not all. There's evidence on the scene that contradicts the possibility that the demon broke out of the crate itself. You know what that evidence is? 3 crates were opened, right? Because he didn't know which one it was in. Boom!
If the stone idol broke itself out of the crate we're in, then how come there's 3 crates with their lids off, eh?
Is because... See, because the force, it is so much. I don't think so. I think the killer didn't know what was inside each crate. So he opened the crates one by one till he located the stone idol. Maybe the Diablo. It is making a person do these things for it.
You just won't let this Diablo thing go, will you?
Demons like that of which you speak do not exist. What do exist are humans with demons in their hearts. Who has the demonic heart in this case, Lucy? Why don't you enlighten us? Got it. Chico Corrida. Boom!
Hello, he's killer, you, Mr. Corrida?
Muchacha, it's hurt me very much you say this.
It is true, and if it's true and someone is taking the stone figure, why you think it's me? You have something evidence that I am killer?
Certainly we do. Along with one other piece of evidence, the 3 open crates heavily implicate you in this crime. Without additional evidence, the truth is blindingly obvious.
It is?
Let me give you a hint. It has to do with the biscuits that you... Oh, Bronze's gift is Frida. He could have just checked the notes, but he couldn't read English, so it didn't matter. I see. How about these notes?
Which crate contained the stone idol were written plain as day on the open page of this notebook. But despite that, the killer opened the 3 of them before he got to the crate over there with the idol in it. In other words, the killer can't read. That, Mr. Corrida, points a finger pretty well at you.
We found your fingerprints all over the notebook, so we know without question that you saw what was written in it. But since you can't read, it didn't help you. You were none the wiser as to the location of the idol.
See, it's true. You're fessing up? Just like that?
You, Senor Layton, and you, muchacha, you are very clever. You admit to the crime? See, I killed the senor. I put the axe in between his eyes.
How could you do that? Something that grim? How?
Because Senor Archie, they say he take the stone figure away. Even I give him the special liquor for my people. He no listen to what I say. Is then, when I know what to do, I hear their voice. A voice? See, the voice of the Diablo.
Here we go again.
I give him my power. Kill the one who trespasses in my temple, it say. So I do what the voice tell me. I leave the door of the hut locked, and I pass through the walls to be there no more. Is the power of the Diablo in me.
Give over! You can't pass through walls. That just doesn't happen.
See, and the way the dead senor he moved is the Diablo as well. Big Senor Sakukasa, he ran away shaking and screaming like a muchacha. It's very funny. What you describe is impossible. No, it's no possible to explain these things if you no believe in this Diablo.
Aye, it is. You could have taken the door off its hinges and...
Uh-oh. Is the telephone for you?
I bet it'll be forensics.
Probably saying, oh, this thing wasn't removed anytime recently, right?
That was forensics, Professor. And with the report, they've been over that hut door with a fine-tuned coat, they said. But there's no way the hinges could have been tampered with, apparently. They had adhesive on.
I see.
Apparently the owner saw a screw missing a few days earlier, so he just drowned the hinges in glue. Mr. Sakukasa's given a statement to that effect now.
Ah.
So does that mean it can't have been Mr. Corrida that done it then?
See, so it's okay if I leave now? I still no see the Buckingham Palace. And I have to buy some gifts for Mariana and everyone in my village.
You're just happy to let him get like that, are you, Professor?
Don't worry, we'll have a man on him. In any case, we can't detain him until we solve the mystery. He admitted to the murder. What do you mean we can't arrest him? But
Aye, we can't pin on him while he's going on about this demon doing it, eh? No, we've got to get to the bottom of this one.
Yes, there are 2 remaining points that we can't explain. How Corrida managed to disappear from a locked room, and how, as we've been led to believe, the corpse came back to life. So it's back to the crime scene, Lucy, until we find some answers. Alrighty. Murderer vanished and walking corpse. So where do we start? Probably at this one. Corrida claimed that he passed straight through the hut walls using some demonic power. But we all know such things do not exist.
Maybe not, but the door and the window are off the table and all. So just how did the lad do it then?
Well, if the hut was genuinely locked from the inside, it leaves only one possible conclusion. he was inside already. He hit himself inside the hut.
After he did a Logian, Karina must have hit himself somewhere inside the hut.
Very good, Lucy. I've come to the exact same conclusion.
Aye, that must be it. But where could he have hidden in such a tiny little place as that, eh?
That's the key question now. Perhaps we can identify some traces of evidence showing where Karina was hiding, do you think? I saw, like, there's like a liquor spill, I think, somewhere. Maybe that? Yeah, okay.
This mark on the floor is a bit of an odd shape. I don't suppose it's related to where Karina hit himself, eh?
It is an unusual shape, you're right. Looks like something must have been in the way of whatever spilled. So let's try and think what might have made the spillage take this kind of shape. Oh, were there more signs before? Because look, it's like a square thing. So maybe he hid behind these?
It must have been one of these big signs. It must have been put here and got in the way of whatever spilt.
Judging by the size and shape, though, none of them could have stood up alone. They would have been resting on something. Any ideas, Lucy? Table, corpse. Oh, the coat hook. I see.
The sign must have been resting on the coat hook. In that position, it would have been the way the liquor that spilt, making the stain take that peculiar shape.
In such a large sign would be perfectly big enough to hide a person from view.
So that's that then. Karina went in the hut the whole time, hiding behind the sign, eh?
Let's have a think about when the liquor could have been spilt before we draw any conclusions. Check across some liquor, great stuff. Got a hut. It was dark, there was nowhere to hide. I'm certain it was empty. Get some liquor. Oh, here.
It must have been when the dead fellow moved. He must have knocked over the liquor.
That's what I concluded. Which tells us that the sign must have been propped up on the hook at the point when the corpse moved.
And someone must have put the sign back where well after that happened.
Precisely. The sign is the answer to the mystery of how the hut was locked from the inside. Alright. Figured that out. Now we just need to figure out how the heck it's walked. It seems too incredible to believe that there are two witnesses who saw the corpse lunge forward.
Or it really a demon at work, do you think?
No, that can't be. It was an elaborate illusion, I'm sure.
Aye, that's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. An illusion.
And the person behind the illusion will almost certainly have left a trail of evidence, no matter how small.
And that's what we gotta find, right, Professor?
Is it gonna be like he tied them up somehow or something? Oh, hello over here. Oh, rafter damage? Oh, so he strung it up, I see. This certainly points to the sort of illusion I'm thinking of.
If I'm right, there should be another similar piece of evidence very nearby.
Is it, can I zoom in to this other one? Yep.
Here, Professor, what do you make of these nicks on the beams up here in the rafters?
They look like they were made by a thin rope or wire of some sort. Yes, very suspicious.
Aren't they just?
What do you think caused these notches like these then, Lucy? Where's the... yeah, the fishing tackle. Because I saw this earlier.
It was the fishing line rubbing on the beam that made the notches.
I've come to the same conclusion. Somebody threaded the line over the beams and then pulled them with considerable force. And there must have been something heavy on the other end of the line to counteract the force of the pull. Of course, we all know what that was, don't we, Lucy? What was the fishing line attached to? Oh, the corpse, obviously.
Well, if it was the body tied to the end of the line, weren't it? What else?
Indeed. The fishing line passed over the rafters and was tied to the corpse. That explains how the killer made something spectacular appear to happen, which was, of course, made the body move.
By tying the fishing line to Olagi's dead body and giving it a good tug at just the right time, the killer made it look like the fellow moved even though he was dead.
Correct, which solves the mystery of the walking corpse. Actually, wait, what's the Walking Dead theme? Oh! 100%! I don't remember how it goes. It's like, Nah, I don't remember.
Now we've explained how the door were locked from the inside and how the body moved and when it was dead.
Yes, and Kurita admitted himself that he killed Ologi. There's no way he can talk his way out of it now.
Still looks like we've solved this one without getting you all, worked up.
Yes.
That's a bonus. Right, time to get Kurita back then, eh?
Not getting your split personality. Now we have all the evidence we need to prove Kurita is guilty. We'll pin him down properly this time. Let's go. So, how's your excursion to Buckingham Palace?
It's not the season to see inside, they say. It's a big problem for me. Mariana, she's looking forward to my pictures. I don't want to make her sad. Is why I climb over the fence. But the Policia, he know like this. He bring me back to you. My heck, Professor, you were right to stick a tail on him.
It would seem so, yes.
You don't need me. If it's okay, I'd like to see more of your beautiful city. We do need you for something, Miss Kurita. You see, we figured out how you did it. But I tell you already, I killed Senior Ologi with an axe, then I am disappearing through the wall.
I'm afraid that can't be. Humans cannot simply pass through walls.
If no true, how can it be, Senior Layton?
Allow us to take you through the events that night one step at a time. It was your fake cry for help over the intercom that brought Mr. Sakukaza and Miss Itista to the hut.
When they got there, they found the door was locked. There can be no question about that.
Absolutely. And the one and only uncopyable key was in the victim's pocket. Uncopyable. Sorry, I just realized what that word was. So Mr. Sasukasa, I need to get his name right, I'm sorry, was left with no choice but to break down the door and gain entry to the hut. Inside, he found only the grim corpse of Archeologi, with no sign of his killer. I'm not going to say archaeology every time because it's kind of annoying.
See, it's like this, because already I am passing through the walls and leaving this place.
I don't believe that's the truth. I believe the perpetrator of this crime was still inside the hut. Lucy, would you care to tell Mr. Kurita exactly where in the hut the culprit was? In the corner of the hut. Boom!
The killer behind in the corner of a room. Hey, muchacha, you don't listen to what the senor, he's saying what he saw inside the hut, huh? He say is no one inside but this corpse. No one, nada, yeah.
That's not quite right. Mr. Asukasa said he did not see the killer in the room. But though he failed to see the killer was in fact there inside. But thanks to a certain obstruction, he was hidden from view.
An obstruction in the form of...
the signs. Boom!
It was a whopping great sign. You propped the thing up against the coat hook on the wall and made yourself a nice little hidey hole.
Mr. Sakukasa's statement says he was sure no one else in the hut. He was sure there was no one else in the hut because there was nowhere to hide. But it's precisely this preconception that meant he wasn't even looking for you.
What you say is just a guess, senor. You make up stories. There's no possible way to confirm what you say.
I beg to differ. You were definitely hiding in the hut when Mr. Sasukaza and Miss Itista came in. We have a piece of evidence and a statement that proves it. Lucy, would you do the honors? Where is it? Oh, local liquor. Boom! Get wrecked.
It's a liquor spilt on the floor that proves it. The only way it could have made a straight line like that is if the sign were still in the way when it spilt.
And Miss Itista's statement confirms that the liquor was knocked over when the corpse lunged forward. That proves the sign was propped up against the coat hook when she and Mr. Sasukaza burst into the hut.
See, so, there's no way to say is someone behind the sign just because is there. Can you prove this? Oh, you cheeky so-and-so. And this means the corpse, we know it moves, see? Or the liquor is no going to spill. Is only the Diablo can make the corpses move.
If that's a rebuttal, allow us to dispel the myth of the walking corpse now. Lucy, you tell Mr. Kurita what the killer used to give the illusion of the corpse coming back to life. There is the fishing tackle. Boom!
The killer tied some fishing line to Ologi's dead body. By giving it a tug from the other side of the room, it pulled the corpse off the chair and made a lunge forwards. No, you see those fishing lines, if they tied to dead senor, you see them and you know it's a trick. Not necessarily.
Oh, it was dark. Boom!
Mr. ZachSongZ said in a statement that it was dark inside the hut.
Thin, translucent fishing line in a dark room, and a corpse with an axe lodged in its skull. Faced with such a shocking spectacle, it would be very easy to miss the clear, thin lines.
You only imagine what you want. There's no evidence for this, what you say. Oh, aye, we have evidence, all right.
There is rafter damage A. Boom! Oh, here we go.
There's nicks made by the fishing line in the rafters of the hut.
And by considering the position of the notches, we can infer where the killer was standing to pull the line. So you see, we now know the killer's location was a corner of the hut. Boom!
Following the line from the body over the beams where the nicks are, you get to the corner of the hut. The same corner that were hidden from view behind the sign that were resting on the coat hook.
It's compelling proof that the killer, in other words you, Mr. Kurita, were hiding behind the sign.
See, I just do like he's telling me to do.
Like you were told.
See, I hear it. The voice of the Diablo is telling me if I do everything like she tell me, it's all gonna be okay.
Oh, was his, fiance telling him that?
Oh, I've had just about enough of this Diablo mumbo jumbo. It's no mumbo jumbo, it's true. I hear the voice of the Diablo.
This is taking too long. I can't hold it. Well.
Professor!
Oh, here he is.
Oh, I believe you, Coretta. Oh, crikey, here we go. Demons are real, and all around us. You've picked a fine time to turn up and start prattling.
You don't know, Lucy. Carefully led, the man could be a crazed killer. Yes, yet without direction, he's nothing. A mere puppet.
Puppet? You mean Marionetta? Who you say is Marionetta?
I'm talking about you! You steal and even kill, all because of this demon's voice.
See, we must listen to Diablo. If no, he's gonna make curse on our village.
Idiot. Demons are illusions living in the minds of the weak. Illusions have no power to curse.
First you say demons exist, and you say they're illusions. Which is it, Professor? Make up your mind!
Never mind, Lucy. You've obviously failed to understand. There's just one thing we need to make clear. This Diablo voice whispering in your ear, Karina, that was most certainly no demon. It was a human. A human that could see there was already a demon inside you. A human that knew just to suggest a murmur to that inner demon of yours could persuade you to slay Ologi.
It's no human, it's Diablo!
Surely you can see who it is now, Lucy. Who was the voice of the demon that spoke to Karina?
Yeah, it was his Mariana, right? Oh, boom!
You were Mr. Tisto, weren't it? That's who the demon really was. Aye, she knew better than anyone, didn't she, Mr. Karina? She was behind the whole thing. No, it's not possible. The voice of the Diablo. He's no Mariana.
Oh, but it was. It was a Tista on the other end of the intercom listening to you faking Ologi's cries for help.
See, it's true. I called to the hotel to make them come for Senior Ologi. It's Mariana who's picking up the other end. But I know this. It's only by chance.
You say the sound quality on the intercom was poor, yet you instantly recognized the person you were speaking to as a Tista.
See, it's normal. I know my novia. We're gonna be marrying together.
Oh, I know. So you think she could tell the difference between her fiancé and a quinquagenarian? Your two voices would have been very different indeed.
See, it's different, but I'm making an imitation of the Signor.
Tell me, Karina, why are you here? Why England? Why now?
It's because Mariana, she...
Oh yes, of course, Mariana. She suggested you come, didn't she? She suggested it just when the investigation of the murder was being reopened.
It's by chance. It's only by chance.
You've seen my little crime scene reconstruction toy, haven't you? Collecting the data, for it is a pain. It takes a great deal of time at the original scene of the crime. There would have been a lot of activity. It would have been quite possible for ZachSongZ's hotel staff to not get wind of what was going on.
It's no Mariana. It's no her. She is nothing in this crime. Nada. Steady on, Professor. He's getting a bit...
What? Something wrong? somehow your voice isn't quite in line with the bravado of your masks anymore.
Kelliot, quiet! That's enough, Professor!
You know it's true! You even blurted out yourself when we unraveled all of your little tricks! If I do everything like she tells me, you said!
No, please, no!
You know the truth. You've known for some time. The demon voice you heard was the voice of your fiancée, Mariana Atista! She used you like a pawn in her devilish games!
Stop it now, Professor, come on!
Quiet, Lucy! Curses, I was just about to... this was just getting interesting.
Oh, Professor's like, stop! Stop literally mentally abusing this kid.
Is the Professor okay?
Yeah, he'll be alright. Miss Six looking after him. I reckon he'll wake up before long.
How are that worried?
No sense worrying, Lucy. Nothing we can do about it. Anyway, don't you want to know what happened with the case?
Oh, I don't know. I shall probably be focusing on minding the Professor, but... Do I ever?
You wouldn't be able to resist. Well, there's Karina first off. The bloke's as nutty as a fruitcake, so I've been a fat lot of help with the investigation.
Aye, I'll bet.
Getting any new info out of him is about as likely as getting me a promotion. So that left with the Tista bird. Well, the local law tried finding her to bring her in for questioning, but she was long gone, taking all her belongings and off it.
I wouldn't mind betting she was planning that from the start.
Yeah, maybe, but that ain't all, you know. Turns out her Tista wasn't her real name at all. No one knows nothing about her. She's a total enigma.
Give over. Really?
Oh yeah, she only turned up in the village about half a year ago.
And that was me thinking she and Karina must have been childhood sweethearts. Hang on, so you're saying Karina had only been learning English for 6 months?
Suppose it must have been, yeah. Some kind of black magic in itself, eh?
And what's become of the stone idol?
They ain't found it, have they? It is someone who made off with it.
Yeah, I don't know. The case is buttoned up, but not fixed.
That's just how it goes sometimes, love. Anyway, let's be getting back to work, I suppose.
Oh, aye. What now the Professor's getting on? Still, I don't suppose you'd thank me for disturbing him, just to ask how he is.
Oh yeah, just one more thing.
By heck, Dusty, you frightened the life out of me.
Me bruv's in the clear now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he said thanks and all that. Would you pass that on to Al? Excuse me.
Aye, of course I will. I'll go and tell him right now.
Cool. Alrighty, and that's it for case 4. Next one's DJ Swan Song. Huh. Well, I enjoyed that case. I don't think I liked it quite as much as the third case. That was definitely a filler case. Definitely. We didn't learn anything new. The coolest part of that was definitely having the crazy professor come out for a second. And, you know, just seeing that, I don't know, the almost struggle between the two was very interesting to me. But, yeah, this was a good case. I really liked it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. But I'm going to wrap up today's episode here for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. So you're going to see more awesome gameplay until the end. As always, next time we're doing the DJ Swan Song. And yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video. Peace out.